Let's try and continue.
The town shrunk.
Or do you think maybe we got bigger?
Hey, look at the toy cannons. What's he saying? Hey, they're heartless.
Well, trying to remember how I normally do this, but at the same time, I was admittedly looking off to the side far more than I was paying attention to the game.
Let's go. Yeah. Deal.
The Heartless are absolutely not protecting the town.
Fire! Thunder! Thunder! Yeah.
Ease. Should have just done that in the first place.
Man,
So we get all the drive gauges
that was
back.
weird.
Look, Sora, over there.
Oh, for crying out loud. She didn't have to go and say that. Okay, I might have messed up every now and then, but I'm a lot more things than useless. Why, when I was starting out... Oh, I miss those good old days. What I wouldn't give to go back in time. What I wouldn't give. Huh? Hey, I think that's my...
A door? It looks familiar. Yep, it's the door Merlin magicked up. So it should come straight here, straight here, right? Sure, I think. Let's check it out. Alright, this is the hardest of the 4 windows.
Fire! Come on, he needs our help. Give me strength.
Alright, this is where we trust Chicken Little to be a bro.
Yeah.
Something he's... Alright, there we go. I was gonna say something he's not doing very well right now. Alright, these cars here are why this sucks.
Yeah. Heal. Yeah. Yeah.
Chicken Little, what are you doing? Whew. Jesus. See, if he does what he's supposed to and keeps magneting them in, there's no problem there. When he stops and they start zooming around like that, especially on level 1, gets a little dangerous.
Well, that takes care of that.
Hey!
Fascinating. This appears to be a portal to the past.
Yeah, it was the strangest thing.
Stop gawking! And start thinking of a way we can use it to our advantage.
Okay?
Now, perhaps I could give you one more chance to redeem yourself.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You can count on me. So what do I do?
Patience, my dear. What have we here? Well, if it isn't the cornerstone of light. Now we can take the castle from those fools, but we'll have to proceed with the utmost of care.
Maleficent. She must have known all along. Let's see, if that door's connected to the past... No, it comes here. Huh? Then that means we're in the past. And again, Goofy, smartest character. Hey Haper, welcome to the stream. Wow. If we're in the past, we can change the future. Hold on, fellas. Remember what Merlin said? He's got faith in us, and we have to resist temptation no matter what. Oh, I was only joking. Who would want to change the future anyway? Except the future, what is meant to happen by destiny cannot be changed. So, what are we gonna do? Doors, bad guys? Gosh, my brain hurts. Well, we know we're on the right track. Alright, and now let's do the easiest of the windows.
Come on, he needs our help. Back off. Right. Go.
Oh, that didn't work. Messed it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whew, easy.
Huh?
Listen well. On the other side of this portal, they're about to begin construction on that wretched castle. But until then, their treasured cornerstone of light lies unguarded, with all of its power still contained.
The cornerstone of light?
Yes, that cursed sphere is the very thing that prevents us from entering the castle.
Only in this game.
Oh,
You know what must be done? Go then. time to prove your worth. And don't dare to fail me again.
Don't fail her again. Let's see. That's it. I just gotta smash that cornerstone to smithereens.
Oh, it was Pete. I see. We had no idea who it was the whole time.
But first, I gotta go get my old vote back.
It was Pete after all.
I know, crazy, right?
Still, something doesn't seem right.
The Pete we met here had kind of an attitude, but he didn't seem like a bad guy.
Now that castle's as good as ours.
That's the Pete we know. Oh no! The cornerstone's gone!
They're gonna fill the castle with darkness. We gotta hurry.
Hey, hold it right there!
No way, small fry. I finally found the pipsqueak what stole my steamboat. Right, me. No, it wasn't me. I'm just somebody who looks like me.
Oh, which is it?
Another map.
Wait! Shut up! Your future's on the line, Valley, so back off and give me the boat!
After him!
You mugs couldn't follow me if you wanted to!
Later, losers. Oh.
You mugs couldn't follow me if you...
Seeing double before Pete's. Yeah, man. Well, you know, I mean, Pete and Repeat had this boat, but then one fell off. So who was left?
You mugs couldn't go. Later, losers. Oh, I can't take anymore.
We're not going to be able to one-cycle this because we're level 1. Purposely only doing 2 hits to try and get maximum damage. Because you can get caught if you're doing a combo and it does this, but I think it's going to shoot me off anyway. Ah, I got me. Oh. Yeah, see, it does throw you off after a while, and because we're level 1, I don't do enough damage. It missed. Okay.
You mugs couldn't follow me if you wanted to.
Thunder!
You mugs couldn't follow.
Thunder!
Later, losers.
And now we'll win. Easy. Alright, we're not gonna put on dodge slash.
Yes!
You'll pay for this.
Donald, we'll come back for it later.
Pete's heading for the doorway.
Alright, so Donald just got the Fantasia limit, which is the best limit in the second best limit in the game. Not gonna put it on yet.
Huh, you're still wet behind the ears.
Then try us.
Hey,
Oh, here we go. This is the big one. The one we've all been waiting for. Pete versus Repeat. We're gonna see how well I remember this. I think I'm doing it right. Oh, they dropped it. Counter guard. Ah, you bastard. Alright, there we go. On to the next phase. No! What are you doing? Target the fire? Alright. On to the next one. Shit. Alright. Owl's about to change. If you've noticed, obviously we're going through all the windows. Ouchie, ouch. Rip Donald. That's not what I wanted him to do. That's not what I wanted. Sliding dash made it so I didn't have to actually guard that. That should take me to the next phase. It does. Heal up, and then he's gonna send us into the air. And now we go for the win.
It's over. This is it. It's over.
GG. And now we have Reflect, ladies and gentlemen.
it serves you right. Ow, 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 ow. Hmm. Yeah, and stay out.
Yeah, I know.
would somebody tell me what's been going on here? Who was that creep anyways?
Hello? That creep was you from the future. Sora, that's a secret.
Secret? What kind of secret? Oh, never mind. Sorry I put you guys through all that trouble. And to show you my appreciation, I'll let you pilot my steamboat. Best little craft on the river. My deckhand Mickey's late anyways.
Monochrome increases the effect of reaction commands.
Well, I'll bet you the castle's safe now.
Guess we should head back.
Don't, as long as you're here.
Donald!
Huh? Huh? No, 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 no. Oh, what are you down here? Let it go! Let it go! What?
Items, magic, whatever. I didn't actually read it. We're not using. We're just using the Kingdom Key. And that's the end of the story for Timeless River. We'll obviously be back later, but as far as the story is concerned, it's Ogre. And the same will happen in Disney Castle, which means we're gonna get trophies.
The thorns have disappeared.
By George, the lads have accomplished their mission.
Hooray! Let's have an acorn feast to celebrate. Welcome back. Because of your bravery, the castle is safe and protected again. Thank you so much for all you've done. Good work, you guys!
Now, boys, I hope you didn't do anything reckless while you were there.
Of course not. Daisy! Daisy, I'm back!
Who?
Daisy is Donald's very special sweetheart.
Really?
What?
Donald, you forgot about our date again. You'd better have a good excuse this time.
But Daisy,
I know it's an important mission, but you could at least check in every once in a while.
Sora?
Donald?
Just be a minute.
Going somewhere?
Of course not.
Donald! Oh, look!
Welcome back, Zero. You missed me die once in all of Timeless River. To carelessness, by the way. I was getting my chat back up, and I'm kind of just auto-piloting the fight. Instead of calling out Chicken Little.
Daisy, we need Donald for just a little longer.
How much longer?
Not long enough.
Well...
I'll be back soon, Daisy.
Don't you worry, Queen Minnie. We'll return.
Please tell the king that we're still looking for him.
I will. See you soon.
Think wisely.
Disney Castle. See, that's how you know you're done with the world. It tells you what world you were in again when you're done. And Wisdom Form. With Donald's help, use the drive command to change into Wisdom Form. A timeless world. And a new episode was added. More importantly. Alright, so Wisdom Form has Quick Run, which is a very good thing to have. Alright, for temporary purposes, we're putting Blizzard over Fire on Circle. That won't remain that way. Reflect will remain on Square though. And Wisdom Form levels up by defeating Heartless. Not to confuse it with Twilight Castle. I know, right? And now let's go back to the 100 Acre Wood. Because we found some torn pages.
Say, what's wrong, Sonny?
Oh, I was just thinking and wondering.
You should be skedaddling out of here.
Why?
Why? Because it's Wednesday, of course.
Wednesday? Oh.
No one, no
Happy
from.
Wednesday.
There's no pumpkin farming in this game.
No, I think I shall wish everyone a happy Wednesday. No bother. Let's see now. Who is everyone?
Ouch! Wonder if Pooh's here.
Oh, help! Help! Somebody save me!
Piglet!
Sora! Help, please!
It's
Hold on,
Wednesday,
little
my
guy.
dudes. Nah, man. This Wednesday is gonna be Murica Day. A holy day indeed. I mean, that's the ultimate movement in the game right there. It doesn't get any better than that. Yeah, we'll let Piglet hang out a little longer.
Yeah! There!
And a defense boost, which we still won't be using because we're level 1. Yeah. Alright, now we'll rescue him. Are you in the future? It's Murica Day, man, yeah. There you go. Woo, thank you, Sora. Oh, here comes Pooh Bear. And a puzzle piece here. Collecting chests and a puzzle piece. Pooh, you're alright. Why, hello, it's nice to meet you. Happy Wednesday. Nice to meet you, but Pooh, it's me, Piglet. Don't you remember me? And me too? We're friends. We are? It seems I can't remember. Oh, Pooh, that's very sad. Now he's gonna throw himself to the wind. Goodbye, Sora. Goodbye, Pooh. Piglet. Oh my, that looks rather fun, doesn't it? I say, it seems we have a rather serious predicament. Sora, would you mind going after poor Piglet? Blustery rescue. Save Piglet before time runs out. If Pooh falls off, press triangle to grab him again. Keep an eye on the clock. Press X to hit on incoming objects, press triangle to save Piglet. Alright, so this one we don't actually have to try. If you don't actually manage to get to Piglet within 3 minutes, I don't know what to tell you about your life, but you need to reevaluate your life choices. I mean, obviously I'm not really trying here. I will have to try on the next one to make sure we get enough points, but or at least when we do this again the next time. Tree trunks? What kind of storm is this? A big one.
Jump down, Piglet. I'll catch you.
Zero, if that was in reference to me, it's been too long. I don't know,
You can do
man.
it, Piglet. You just have to be brave.
Yeah, you might miss Piglet with the 120 left over.
All right, Sora. I'll try.
And he missed. Good job, Sora.
Oh, that was rather frightening. I do hope you're all right, Piglet.
Oh, Boo. You remembered my name? You really, truly remembered?
Of course, Piglet. But today, I think I shall call you my friend Piglet, who is very brave.
Me? Very brave? No, but it's easy to be brave when I have a wonderful friend like you, Pooh Bear. I'm happy for you guys.
Oh, and thank you for rescuing my friend Piglet.
Oh, okay.
Something I don't know.
Oh, sure. Don't mention it.
All I was thinking of was when you and I were playing through Guild Wars and you got Lightbringer to drop and I didn't. But don't worry, I have my own now. Alright, we're gonna go back in, because all the missions in here need to be done twice. Once just to complete them, and then once to do an actual challenge. Sure is windy today. If one's not careful, they might get swept off their feet. Try to fly away? Let's fly. Yeah, that too. Alright, so this time we have to actually collect the orbs. You'll notice after using these, I always do a little spin. That's because I have found that there can be lingering hitboxes on these tornadoes with what they suck in. And I don't feel like losing Pooh to it, because if you lose Pooh, then you don't actually get to pick up anything. Which is no bueno. Okay. Nice tornado. Alright, and this is the end. Okay. We got enough points though. I'm always careful with when I put on those AP boosts because I don't want to accidentally put on like a power boost or something. Piglet, one of Pooh's friends in the 100-acre wood. Piglet's tiny and startled by just about anything, but knowing he has friends like Pooh always helps Piglet feel a little more courageous. Owl. Owl seems to be the wisest resident of the 100-acre wood. Whenever anyone has a question they can't answer, they ask Owl. He's always happy to help, but his answers aren't always exactly right. Gopher. Gopher's the name. Gopher's an excavation expert. That is, he's a specialist at digging holes. Whenever you need to find him, just look around for a mound of fresh dirt. And that's the only time I'll be doing that. When Sora arrived at the torn page, a tree with a tiny door appeared. Sora spotted Piglet being blown around by the wind. Piglet was finally rescued, but was so stunned that Pooh had forgotten him that he was carried off by the wind yet again. Sora tried to help Piglet, who had to jump down from a high perch. This courageous act jogged Pooh's memory a little. He remembered Piglet, but still didn't recognize Sora. And of course, we got all the chests we could in all 3 of the worlds that we've gone to recently. Still can't get that first piece there, and we did have to miss 2 pieces in Disney Castle, but we only had to get 18,000 or more in that mission, so success. Something huge and mysterious had appeared at the underworld entrance. I'm not going to go check it out right now, because we can't feasibly do that. And now for Timeless Server. Sora, a boy who searches for Riku and the King, his Keyblade opening the road before him. To save Disney Castle from a thorny fate, Sora passed through Merlin's doorway into a world of black and white. Donald Duck, the Royal Court Magician. To save Disney Castle, Donald went through a doorway Merlin conjured up into a black and white world that seemed strangely familiar. Goofy, Captain of the Royal Knights. To save Disney Castle, Goofy went through a doorway Merlin conjured up into a black and white world that seemed strangely familiar. Pete, Captain of a river steamboat. He's Pete, but from the past. A long time ago, King Mickey started out working for Pete on his boat. Somehow, Pete's managed to get his boat stolen by himself. That is, by the Pete from the future! Horace Horsecollar, an old friend of King Mickey, Queen Minnie, and the other folks at Disney Castle. Horace wouldn't be Horace without his big plow collar. He's also close friends with Clarabelle Cow. Clarabelle Cow, an old friend of King Mickey, Queen Minnie, and the other folks at Disney Castle. Clarabelle is also close friends with Horace Horsecollar. She loves any kind of gossip. Clara Cluck, a famous opera-singing hen. Clara is an old friend of King Mickey, Queen Minnie, and the other folks at Disney Castle. King Mickey! It's King Mickey! But back when he was working on Pete's steamboat. One thing sure hasn't changed. His Majesty was just as brave back then as he is now. And Pete, who's in color. King Mickey's old nemesis. He traveled back in time on Maleficent's orders. As part of Maleficent's scheme to take over Disney Castle, Pete plans to destroy the Cornerstone of Light. Without the Cornerstone, Disney Castle would be defenseless. Maleficent, in color. A sorceress of frightening power who's behind the strange goings-on at Disney Castle. Maleficent is determined to take over Disney Castle, and she's using the power of darkness in her evil scheme. We made our way through Merlin's door into a black and white world on a quest to save the castle. We ran into Pete, but he was like a completely different person. Maybe he wasn't the one who fooled with the castle. While searching for another mysterious door, we discovered a suspicious window. We tugged on the pull cord and saw what had happened in this world moments before we arrived. We knocked on another window and saw Maleficent angrily scolding someone. Yet another window showed a door identical to the one Merlin had made. It must lead to the same black and white world. Finally, we learned the truth. These mysterious doors were connected to the past, and that's exactly where we were. The final window showed Pete not as he was when we first met him in this world, but as old Pete the villain. We brought Pete's boat to a halt and kept the Cornerstone of Light safe from harm. Sora's Keyblade sealed the door shut, so Pete wouldn't be able to come back to the past. The Cornerstone of Light was returned to its rightful home, banishing darkness from the castle for good. Pete? Pete in the black and white world was the Pete of the past. The king? Sora and friends fought the Heartless and rescued the king of the past. Pete and Repeat were in a boat. Pete fought his best self over his own steamboat. One fell off. Who was left? All aboard! As thanks for recovering the steamboat, Sora got, to take it out for a spin. And Disney Castle. Sora, the hero of the Keyblade, a boy who fights against the Heartless and the Nobodies as he continues his journey. He is looking for the king, who in turn should know where Riku is. Sora came to Disney Castle in response to Queen Minnie's wish. Donald Duck, the Royal Court Magician. He woke one morning and found a letter the king had left behind before he disappeared. That's when Donald left Disney Castle on this long journey. His one wish is to be reunited with the king and for them to return to Disney Castle together. Goofy, Captain of the Royal Knights. A letter the king wrote before he disappeared is the reason why Goofy left Disney Castle on this long journey. His one wish is to be reunited with the king and for them to return to Disney Castle together. Queen Minnie, Queen of Disney Castle. She is ruling in Mickey's absence. At her request, I'm tagging along with Donald and Goofy as the Royal Chronicler. Queen Minnie is quite concerned about the king, but she knows in her heart that he'll be alright. Daisy Duck, a lady-in-waiting to Queen Minnie at Disney Castle and Donald's girlfriend. Ooh. She's helping Queen Minnie run the castle while the others are away. Chip, one of the Kingdom's mechanical specialists, he helps maintain the gummy ship which can travel to any destination. Chip is diligent and follows through on his plans. Chip looks almost exactly like his pal Dale, but you can tell them apart by the color of their noses and the shape of their front teeth. Dale, one of the Kingdom's mechanical specialists, he helps maintain the gummy ship which can travel to any destination. Dale's pretty impulsive, but he works slow and steady to finish a job when it's important. Dale looks almost exactly like his pal Chip, but you can tell them apart by the color of their noses and the shape of their front teeth. Brooms. King Mickey casts a spell on these brooms and turn them into hard workers. They clean and maintain the gummy ship, and do just about any other necessary work. So I hope you guys are paying attention to these character entries, because they are going to come back later. There'll be a quiz at the end of this. We stopped by Disney Castle, but something wasn't quite right. Heartless had appeared in the peaceful castle. We got the specifics from Queen Minnie, then split up to get to the bottom of things. Sora and Queen Minnie headed for the audience chamber, mowing down Heartless along the way. The reason for the crisis was revealed in the hall of the Cornerstone, hidden beneath the throne. The Cornerstone of Light that kept the castle peaceful was being overgrown by thorns. This was Maleficent's doing. We took Queen Minnie's advice and headed for Hollow Bastion. Merlin created a mysterious door for us. He said we could restore the castle by closing another door beyond this one. We stepped into the world beyond the mysterious door, where we came face to face with a rather nostalgic black and white world. The door was connected to the past. Maleficent and Pete wanted to change the past to make the castle their own, but we put an end to their devious plans, and the castle was peaceful once more. Quiz. Yeah, there's a quiz. Well, you'll need more than just Cage to. Disney Castle. Sora arrives at Disney Castle, guided by Queen Minnie's fervent wish. Meeting the Queen. Sora and friends speak with the Queen about the trouble at the castle. Cornerstone. Maleficent was behind the thorns, filling the hall of the Cornerstone. Peace returns. By protecting the Cornerstone in the past, the castle grew peaceful once more. Thorns had appeared in Disney Castle. If we didn't hurry, it would fall to the darkness. With Merlin's assistance, we found out a way to save Disney Castle. Thanks to Sora and his friends, peace returned to the castle once more. And of course, there are other character entries in Timeless River from before we figured out who was who. Pete? Captain of a river steamboat. This is a different Pete from the one we know. He doesn't seem to have any connection with the Heartless. Why? He doesn't even recognize Sora, Donald, and Goofy. I wonder if he's just trying to trick us. King Mickey? Oops. I don't know what happened there. It's King Mickey, alright, but in this world he doesn't have a lot to say, and he doesn't look exactly like the king we all know. His Majesty's acting like he's somebody completely different. I wonder what's going on. Minute Bomb. When attacked, it counts down for self-detonation. Use dodge roll seconds before the explosion to lure surrounding enemies into it. To play it safe, parry its tackles to make it lose its will to fight. Hammer Frame. It taps the ground to create a sonic wave. Jump to avoid the wave and defeat it with combos. When its HP gets low, it attacks with a series of tackles, so defeat it immediately. Aeroplane. It shoots bullets from midair, but only in a forward direction. Its movement speed increases when retaliating, so defeat it while it's flying slowly. Hot Rod. It attacks and withdraws quickly, making it hard to hit. Use magic to defeat this enemy. When its HP gets low, it moves around even quicker, so be sure to defeat it as soon as possible. And of course, the best part of the game, the puzzle pieces. This goes here, this goes right here. Psych right there, and that was already in place. Oops. We have our duality. Easy. And Frontier. And Daylight. King Mickey shows literally everyone else. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Just started cycling through them. Well, the coast is clear. No sign of the Nobodies or the Heartless. For now, anyway. What's that? The Underdrome. Fiends of the underworld once clashed there, battle after battle. But Zeus didn't like the senseless violence, so he locked the place up. How did it get unlocked? Some fool must have broken the seal. What an idiot. I agree. What an idiot. Hey, Dekasada, welcome to the stream. Where are you going, Orin? We should catch up. If you need something to do, go help your friends. Just talk to me if you want to enter a tournament. His most perniciousness is feeling kinda charitable, so don't worry about dying or anything. You should consider yourself lucky. And if you win, you'll get lots of fabulous prizes. There are a bunch of tournaments, so make sure you check back often. Yeah, it's a great way to spend some time. Yeah, but not right now. The Underdrome that Zeus had locked up had apparently been unlocked and put back in business. The Thunderdrome for the WWE Superstar. Alright, here we go. Gummy missions. Splash Island. Alright, so screw the third gummy mission EX getting S plus 10 on this one. Just gonna say that now before we inevitably get to it. If you've been paying attention, then yes, the red/gold versions of enemies of the Heartless ships are more powerful than the other ones. You know it's bad when you subconsciously press maybe later on Atlantica World. So you caught that. Almost there. Up. Ah, they got me.